Hello, friends, beautiful beings. I wanted to share a little bit about heart activation and what heart activation is. First, I am Elaine Elizabeth, and I created a business called Heart Activation in 2019. Heart activation was birthed through the blueprint of coming home to my own journey, to my own heart, and recognizing that unconditional love was something that everybody wanted, but nobody knew how to grab that. I saw that unconditional love and seeing connection within all things, that we're never separated from love, was a teaching that not many people talked about. But how to get there and the blueprint to the core of our heart, to love frequency, to true love that is in all things, was something that only people talked about but didn't actually go through the route and the blueprint to get there. And so heart activation was something that was birthed through my own journey and how I learned to cultivate this unconditional love for myself, which in turn expanded outward to all interactions and to my life in significant ways. Us as humans, we want love, right? We all, the core of it all of us want to be loved. All of us want to also give love. We want that symbiotic, reciprocal relationship, not just with intimate partnerships, right? Or romantic partnerships, but with everybody. We want to be able to see more love and compassion in the world. But the exact thing that we want the most, we tend to push away. We don't necessarily know how to be love or to keep love. I found myself in this emotional and behavioral loop my whole life. And it wasn't until my heart had the walls dissolved around it that prevented me from actually seeing what love was, that I was able to actually be in love with all of life and not just some aspects of life. So there is a difference, right, with when love in romantic relationships. There's an expression of love, and then there is just a love as an energy, love as a way of being, a universal energy that emits harmony, compassion, and healing. But most of us have been raised with defenses, with blaming, with anger, and getting resentment because we are not receiving what we think we should receive within all relationships, within the world, and what we see at the world stage. What I recognized within my own journey was that I was always love. Divine perfection, right? Not human conceptual perfection, but the mess of all of the humanness is actually a divine perfection. And at the core of this, I needed to actually unpack, dismantle, unbecome all of those barriers and belief systems that told me that I wasn't enough, told me that I had to earn love, told me that I was too big or too much, or that whatever those voices were, that I had to earn love in some way. Part of the process of heart activation is actually dismantling all of those barriers, those stories that we were told growing up from past generations. So heart activation is not just an energetic being and like once you're done. This is a whole blueprint, a system in ways that I work with people, whether through workshops or through one-on-one sessions. There is a process to this, a rebirth ritual, if you will. And first things first is we got to tune into the body through somatic awareness, through recognizing how to regulate our nervous system, how to do different breath works, meditations, visuals, how to tune in and connect our emotions to our physical body, how our physical body reacts to emotions, and really just learning how to be an anchor within our body first and foremost. then we're able to actually begin to dismantle the belief systems and those barriers that surrounded our heart and that has blocked us from feeling true fulfillment and feeling love and compassion for ourselves first and foremost. And that work is more to the likings of Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you are familiar, he wrote a book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And this is what it is. This helps us to rewire our neurotransmitters and pathways called brain plasticity, and helps us to cognitively disable and rewire some of the behavioral patterns and the thinking behind the behavioral patterns so we can make new choices. But we can't make new choices if we don't feel safe in our body. So after we begin to connect all the dots between our past stories from our past generations and be able to debunk, basically rewrite those narratives, then we're able to actually integrate these things into life, right? So it's a phasing system, a blueprint to our heart activation. It is a way to begin to dismantle all of the things that told us that we weren't enough, that we had to work for love. And so heart activation and what I do is not just a one answer thing. It is so much more than that. And it's most importantly, it's individualized to what the person that I'm working with needs, because everybody has unique experiences and therefore they need unique guidance through those past experiences. The fundamental and the foundation piece of why working with me is different is because I help you to learn to trust yourself first and foremost, so you are not afraid of life's full spectrum of experiences, right? It is not about just facing the good things. It's about learning how to work through the difficult times and learning how to use those pain points as empowerment tools, learning how to use those things that we used to run away from for the exact medicine for our growth and our evolution. I get very excited about this. It is confronting those spaces that we continue to run from, that continue to rule our lives. So working with me, not only do you get like a feeling facilitator, meaning I help you to navigate your feelings, learn what your feelings are, your emotional needs. I help you anchor into your body and learning to trust that you know how to anchor in your body to be able to meet the world through whatever the world presents to you without running away from it. And this is what makes working with me unique, because it is a whole body system. It is a unique integration of mind, body, and spirit. And it helps you connect the dots to our past, so our past isn't ruling our current space-time reality, and that we can actually learn how to co-create and make new choices versus me telling you what to do. This is a me guiding you and learning to use your own body, your medicine, your past as your own intuitive guidance. You have that inner wisdom. I just help you tap into that. So if you're someone that has found yourself continuously on these like same emotional loops, these same behavioral patterns, winding up in the same relationships, stuck at work or feeling unfulfilled and slaving away to things that are just feeling so draining, if you're someone that says yes when you want to say no, or saying no when you really want to say yes, or you feel yourself holding back because you don't want to overwhelm people, or even if you're someone that knows you're here for a bigger purpose, but you want to help people yourself, but you know that you need that healing first, like this is the work that is for you. The work that I have done and that has birthed through my own personal journey is here to help others step into their highest version so they can be the person that they want to be for themselves and for others. You can check the link in my description, and I look forward to connecting more.